Hello, beautiful Libra friends. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. If you're watching this video, that means you resonate with the sign of Libra in some way. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, however you associate, that's awesome. Everyone is welcome here, including the cross watchers, because here we are going to do your tarot monthly love reading. This is going to be for the month of March. So if you're not looking for messages about love, you're probably not on the right video. In a couple weeks, I'll be doing one on career and finances, and check out your March monthly reading, which has already been posted. So as always, goodness, all right, as always here on YouTube, who's dealing with a Pisces, by the way? That card just wanted to be shown. Pisces, the moon. All right, and maybe that's a timestamp. Anyway, moving on. Here on YouTube, everything I do is general. That means not everything I say will resonate with all the Libras out there. It is up to you guys to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that you only take away messages that resonate with you, that serve you in some capacity, messages for your best and highest good, motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you needed to hear, or the opposite, illuminate you to some new idea or possibility that you didn't see before. I come at these messages with love and positivity, so I ask that that's what you guys take away from this. Use your own discretion and discernment. If something doesn't fit your circumstance or scenario, drop it like it's hot, right? That means it's an energy or a message that I'm picking up on for somebody else. Yeah, if it doesn't serve you, move on about your merry way, right? But do have faith that that is a message that is supposed to go out to someone else who needs to hear it. Not everything will be your message, but I hope lots and lots of this does resonate for you. Couple more decks. Everything else about this reading is going to be in the description box below. That will include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Again, like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video. That helps me, that helps this channel gain traction. All right, we are going to hop in for my Libras. Oh my gosh, Libra, you have two Ace of Cups at the bottom. I love it. So Ace of Cups, aces always start with us. They are the replenishment of our own love, our own health. They symbolize self-love. In this depiction, though, I mean, clearly there are two people. This is the Tarot of Sexual Magic, so it's a bit of a racy deck. But I actually love that there's two Aces of Cups, so it does indicate you and your person. I say your person. This could be someone coming in. It could be someone currently in your life or somebody from the past, right? It feels like you both are coming in with Ace of Cups, with vibes where you're wanting to look and mend something. Yeah, there's movement towards love. Knight of Cups, a card of Pisces. Knights always bring change and movement into our life, and in a love spread or a love reading, which is what I'm doing, this would indicate there's movement in love, right? And it does seem like it's towards someone who is almost anticipating it. They're sort of like, come hither, sir, right? Like if you have your eye on someone or something, it does seem like there's going to be movement towards you, or vice versa. You can always reverse the energies. But the person coming towards you is very mentally conflicted. They may be coming out of a very difficult time financially, or they may they may still be rebuilding themselves from a relationship that kind of went south, or just, you know, ultimately like kind of crumbled. So they still kind of may be working on their self-confidence, because their underlying energy of moving towards you is coming out of some sort of mental chaos. This person may have been cheated on in the past, and so yeah, they probably have a little bit of emotional baggage, some wounds, some wounds that still need healing. So as they move towards other things or other people in life, right? It doesn't have to be love, but they're approaching with caution. They're going to do it very slowly. It's being presented with earth energy, and this person is conflicted, right? Fives are all about agents of change and chaos. I also think this is you being very impatient, Libra. Bear with me, right? There's something like you've set your sights on a person, and it's something like they're flirting with you, or you're hoping that they're going to come in, because it does seem like they're in alignment with your wishes and your dreams, but it does feel like waiting for them, you're starting to lose a little bit of hope. And this is saying to me, you don't need to. Keep building yourself up, focus on you. This is a card where it may feel like you have a lot of obstacles flying at you, you know, six obstacles, and it doesn't have to be the number 6, right? But the number 6 actually might mean something to someone out there. But this is a card of Leo. It's a card of pride, of courage, of, you know, weathering the storm, so to say. But the higher vibration of this card is saying, like, you do have the higher ground. You do stand on top. And there is something really beautiful here about protecting your inner child. So with that, don't settle. Make sure that you're not grasping it like low-hanging fruit, so to say, like just because it's there, just because someone's presenting you with, with the offer, make sure you're taking the offer because you really want it, because it is your dream come true. It is all your wishes. It's everything you desire in love. Don't just grab it because it's there, because again, like it's easy, but it's not delicious. It's not satisfying. Yeah, this is saying like you may need to weather the storm a little bit longer, but then there will be movement. There will be change, particularly if you're looking at a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And intuitively, you know that something good is coming in for you. But again, I'm sensing that it's going to take a lot of patience for it to come. Some of you are having conversations with, I want to say like your elders, your parents, your grandparents, and they're sort of charming you with the tales of how they met and fell in love. And there's part of you, Libra, that's just like, oh, I want that. When will it be my time? It's soon. It's coming. But yeah, it does require patience. King of Pentacles. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Earth energy, it's very slow. There is progress. The seeds will blossom into flowers or to fruit, however you want to say it, but it doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen overnight. There's a sense that like tend to your garden, but also make sure you're filling your life with other activities that promote self-love, that bring, joy into your own life. And with this card, there's this really beautiful message of years from now when you're with that person that you chose, right? Not the one you settled for, the one that you chose because, again, it was in alignment with like all your hopes and dreams, the person you want to build a family with, the person you want to, own a house with. And that's for some of you, right? Not everybody wants that. But for those who are sort of in alignment with almost like the nuclear family dream, which I do sort of associate with Libra, this is absolutely like my husband card, opposite gender, my husband, my wife card, something like that, mother, father type energy, Cancer, mother of the zodiac. You're going down a spiritual path so that you can fully realize, self-realization, what it is that you want in love. Again, so you're not just charging at the first cup that comes to you. You're not just taking the first sip of nourishment because it's like because you've been isolated for so long because you're so thirsty, right, for that love. You're not just willing to take any cup or any offer that's thrown at you. Yeah, this is saying like align with your internal, I almost want to say like your intuition. That's why the Queen of Cups is coming up. That's what this card is. But really think about it. I guess that's what it is. With our thoughts, our logic, our clarity, use that and sort of zoom out with the World card. Don't just limit yourself to what's in front of you right now. Think long term, again, like the dream come true, the house on the hill with the husband and the kids and whatever you desire, right? Yeah, there is a major message of not settling just because maybe you've been going through a difficult time or you're getting impatient. Make sure you are still refilling your own cup with self-love, because as you make your way down this spiritual journey, the universe is trying to guide you with some important insights on, I do want to say, love that you've been settling for or accepted as what you're deserving. But really, it's like, you're the Queen of Cups. You're the Queen of Love. So make sure you can find like a king or another queen that matches you. I hope that makes sense. With this card, there's something that is saying to me, like when you look back years from now, when you're in that situation that maybe you never thought you would be, right? Where you're with that perfect person that fills your cup and you guys love each other and there's a good partnership. You both work at it equally. They treat you like the Empress. There's your card. Yeah, you're 10 of Cups. Like guys, these cards are amazing. When you look back, right, when you're in some sort of position where you've manifested something and it's finally come in, you're able to sit back and really appreciate it and enjoy it. And with this, it's almost like these cups are of past loves, are trophies you can put up on your wall, not so much as a reminder of the pain or of the things that didn't work out, but the accomplishments of you having to like put yourself first to get back out there and not give up just because you've had your heart broken a lot or just because people have disappointed you a lot. It's almost like you can attribute all the people in your life to, thank goodness I met them because they informed me about some sort of important lesson that I needed to learn about self-love, about valuing myself, right? The Empress knows her worth. She knows her value. She doesn't chase people. They come to her. They present her with offers. And again, she's Earth energy, right? This is your card. It's Libra, but it's also majorly Taurus energy. Earth energy, she doesn't jump at the first offer that's made to her. Like, she's the Empress. People can throw a lot her way, and I don't want to say she's unimpressed, but she's gonna wait for the 10 of Cups offer, right? She knows her value, she knows her worth. She's not gonna jump at the first thing that passes by. I hope that makes sense. You have beautiful cards coming in. But yeah, you're right smack in the middle of a couple fives, right? You got the Five of Pentacles, and your person is conflicted, mentally conflicted. They have the Five of Swords. I don't actually think that has anything to do with you. Again, I think they have some baggage from a past relationship. I sense for my Libras, it's more you guys are getting frosty. You're getting chilly. You're getting kind of cold because you're waiting on that offer that's going to light your fire. You're wanting warmth and compassion and comfort from those around you. That does exist around you, but it may not come in the form of a romantic partner. So again, make sure you're lighting your own fire, doing activities that bring you joy. So hanging out with your family, with your soul tribe, your mother, your father, whoever brings you joy, right? Your friends, go out and be social. Make sure you're surrounding yourself by people who do build you up. I just keep wanting to return to this. Some of you are really upset about a relationship that didn't go right. And again, if you were to zoom out, that's why you have the World card. Think broader scale, wider perspective. Years from now, you're going to recognize, thank goodness I didn't settle for that low-hanging fruit, for that offer that came my way from that person who really didn't respect me, who really didn't treat me well. Because had I ended up with them, I would have been living my life, in a circle of swords. Feeling blinded, feeling stuck, feeling uncertain about where I stood with this person. You're using the people you've met to empower you because they've informed you on how to course correct. They've given you ideas or epiphanies of the love that you were settling for and then what you will no longer settle for. It's a really cool message, Libra. I love it. All right, so let's see. Your energy. Yeah, I was going to say a lot of my Libras are single or just working on their careers. This is the self-made man, the self-made woman, right? She stands in her lush, abundant garden. There's loyalty there with the birds, the falcon rather. But it does indicate that, yeah, you're looking for something beyond the status quo, beyond what you currently have, because it does seem like you've built a nice little nest egg for yourself. There's some sort of very stable, what is the term? Lucrative, potentially, a situation that you currently are sitting on or about to be sitting on, but there is a sense of loneliness here, or a sense of longing. Yeah, it's almost like you've realized that you are able to manifest things in your life, particularly if it does have to do with money or a career goal or business. I think you're slowly starting to see it trickle in that capacity, but you're waiting for your person. Yeah, you're waiting. And some of you are still considering a reconciliation. Actually, you're torn. You're between like a rock and a hard place of waiting for someone from the past versus going off to find something new. Let's clarify that a little bit. Yeah, some of you are still longing after a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But then some of you want to go explore. Some of you want to move or travel. And there's something about you're intuitively, that if you were to expand, if you go out of the Garden of Eden, the comfort zone, you're bound to meet somebody else who lights your fire. It's almost like you've resigned yourself to one person and only one person, and because of that, you're blocking blessings trying to come into you, but it's because they come in the form of a different person. This is sort of asking you, are you going to stay in the status quo and just keep waiting around for someone, or are you going to go out there and chase it, Libra? So there was some sort of tower moment with somebody in your past, again, potentially a water sign. It could have been third-party situations. And again, this is saying it was never built on a solid foundation. In a sense, this is hard to hear, so bear with me, Libra. In a sense, this relationship was destined to fail because there were very valuable lessons that needed to come out of it. Again, had you stayed, when you're in the tower, it's dark, right? It comes right after the devil. It's something that's keeping you in darkness. It's lower vibrational energy of ourselves where we can't see the light of day. We're stuck with these false beliefs, with this false sense of what is secure, the comfort zone. The universe ushers in the tower to bring it down, to illuminate us, to open us up to the idea that there's so much more out there. And again, that tower, that relationship that ultimately failed or didn't work out, again, it was always meant to be because there was something valuable you needed to learn about your love life in that. And it was, in a sense, a karmic partner that you went through it with, but ultimately it was to help you or inform you about how to stand on your own 2 feet. How to be abundant, how to be confident, how to be successful on your own. And it was hard, wasn't it? There were a lot of my Libras out there were really struggling to sort of find their 2 feet after that really significant, I almost want to say devastating relationship ended. But slowly but surely, you are putting yourself out there. As the pages are students. You're learning about your love life. You're learning about your self-worth. You're learning about the love you want to give and the love you want to receive. Ultimately, I think you want reciprocity. And I think you do end up walking away from somebody from the past. Again, a soulmate in a sense, somebody that you may even still hold in high regard, but there was a reason why that relationship had to come down or had to be put to an end, at least at the time, because like you have bigger things to do. You were not meant to settle. You were not meant to like do the whole, buy a house and have a kid and do this and that at that point in your life. There was still so much more on your spiritual path that you were meant to discover individually on your own. And it's not to say that this couldn't, wrap back around and rekindle if that's what some of you are looking for. The Six of Cups is nostalgia of the past. But this is almost like a, hold on, I got shit to do first. Like, I'll be right back. It's like, pause. I'm getting like Kanye West, like, I'm gonna let you finish, but that's sort of what this was. This tower moment that happened with a soulmate, I think there was love there, but yes, something about it, you needed to set yourself free to go do something, Libra, and I think Spirit knew that you were never going to set yourself free, so they had to do it for you. So rather than being or holding a grudge, being resentful, take it as a gift from the universe that the universe allowed you freedom, right? They cut this out of your life without your knowing, without your consent. But ultimately, again, I think you're going to go, potentially in months or years from now, you're going to look back and be so very thankful that happened. But I understand that some of you are not quite in that energy yet. And so that might be a difficult message to hear. But let's look at your person. So they have Four of Swords. Yeah, they're doing some like mental rest. They have the Fool and then Sleeping Beauty's Dreams and the Moon. Okay, there's how that moon came out. So they might be a Pisces. This is also indicate that they still think about you. They still dream about you from time to time. They look back and they wonder if this is a weird message. They forced something on you that you weren't ready for. And that may have even had to do with trying to rush a marriage or trying to rush a pregnancy. There is this very like sweet, innocent idea of, we met and I like you and you like me. So now we get married and we have kids and we do the whole thing, that sort of society tells you to do. But that's sort of what I'm saying is that universe wanted you to course correct because you weren't meant to settle for that. Or I don't mean the word settle. You weren't meant to live that life at that time in your life. Again, there was still so much more growing and exploring for you to do, Libra. This person does look back and yeah, again, mentally they're conflicted about whether it was the right course of action to break up with you or again, put it on pause, to push pause, to take a break from each other. You both had like a lot of thoughts swarming around this that led to like a lot of confusion about how to proceed forward with this. And ultimately where you ended up proceeding forward was to self-love, to the individual cup, to the one. But yeah, this person still thinks about you. They do still dream about you in a sense. But yeah, I keep wanting to return to the message. It was like both of you were trying to force a puzzle piece to fit together where the universe was just like, nope, these puzzle pieces don't go together. Like, not yet. Like, yeah, I just keep getting like trying to force something and the universe was just resisting it. Because yeah, ultimately it was like they were sort of, it was divine timing. They were stepping in to help you avoid what could have been a very, like a mistake or a regret later in life. High Priestess is coming up. So yeah, again, using your intuition, also a lot of moon energy. So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, specifically a Pisces or a Cancer. You have two major arcana though. So this person is going through their own spiritual path, their own soul, their own spiritual journey, I guess. This person may have a tattoo of you. Did you guys get matching tattoos or a tattoo that at least makes them think about you? And there is something about wanting to rebuild the structure that crumbled between the two of you. They still think about that. All these metaphors of building the house together. It's almost like at one point in time, you guys saw each other as the person you want to, get married and grow old with, right? Again, if you believe in that sort of thing, if that's something you valued and you desired. And I am sort of getting that this person was putting heavy pressure on you to sign the contract, to get the marriage license, it could even be like open your own business and get the license. Like they were really trying to like force something down your throat. And I think for the longest time you were just accepting it. You were not a free thinker. You were very much falling in line with whatever this person told you. But again, I think that's why the universe came in to rescue you. So that these false thoughts of, oh, well, this is what my husband wants. This is what my wife wants. So I guess I'll do it. Sure. It's like, well, what do you want? Like empowering yourself, Libra. And I know some of you are going, but I do want that person. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that per se, but universe gave you this divine gift of time on your own to really get your ducks in a row and really get into a headspace where you're aligning with your highest self. You're aligning with universe, right? Seeking messages from a greater source. So take this time as a gift to check in with yourself. And again, make sure you're not settling. If you want the $1 million person or the $1 million deal in love, then don't settle for the low-hanging fruit. It's there. It'll taste good in the moment, but long term, it's not going to bring you happiness in the way, like, again, your dreams and your wishes really will. I hope that makes sense. So what's between you is the Three of Wands. All right, so a little bit of waiting. And then you have the Sun card. All right, so waiting for happiness. Moon dance, I love that. Okay, you have the Three of Wands twice. You're both waiting for each other. You're both thinking about each other. It does seem like where you guys meet in the middle, there is a chance at happiness here. For regrowth, for renewal, especially with the sunflowers. This is a card of Leo. When that happens too, when I pull like what's between you and a major arcana card comes up, that can indicate joy and sunshine and renewal, but it can also literally indicate a Leo. Is one of you dating a Leo? Is one of you married to a Leo? Is one of you, considering a Leo? Does one of you have a child that is a Leo that you're, devoting all your time and attention to? Do you understand what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, the end all be all of, it could be a temporary obstacle, but right now, yeah, I am sort of getting someone else is taking the spotlight a little bit, especially if your person has moved on and at least is dating around. They could have been involved in some sort of relationship where there was a pregnancy, and so there's a child. Leo is the card of childhood and children. On your side, Libra, though, you have other options, particularly a fire sign. It would be relatively new. It could be someone that you're flirting with. That might be worth pursuing because it may actually bring you a lot of happiness. Again, rather than waiting for your person and just, again, putting your own life on pause, make sure you're going out and living your very best life. As the Empress, again, you're going to have a lot of offers coming in as long as you are in alignment with knowing your worth, knowing your value. I just heard make them work for it. A little bit, yeah. I heard why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, right? That's kind of like a silly, outdated expression. I mean, you should do whatever you want to do, Libra. But if you don't value yourself, if you don't recognize your worth and the tremendous amount of love that you have to offer a person, no one else is going to recognize that in you either. So if nothing else, do it for yourself. Do it for spirit. Do it for universe. Tell spirit what you want and why you want it. If you want love, if you want partnership, great. That's fantastic. But why? Because you don't feel comfortable in yourself, because you're codependent, because you feel like you need someone else to validate you, because universe isn't going to put up with that shit, right? This is tough love, I'm sorry. But there is something to, I want a partnership because, two minds are better than one. Two hearts are stronger than one. Like, I can accomplish so much more if I have like a co-collaborator, a co-partner, someone I can, cheer on and someone who can cheer me on. And like, there needs to be reciprocity in what you're looking for, not my cup is empty and so I need someone to fill it. Because universe is going to be like, send that person to singles camp, like single lady vibes, right? Because there's lessons, there's valuable insight that you need to learn on your own. What is this moon dance card about? You both might be being called to try on a relationship with someone else. Try someone out for size just to see what it is that you might be missing out on. Because some of you, again, I'm sensing like you have resigned yourself to one person and one person only. And universe is saying that's sort of an unhealthy mindset. It might do you well to go out and try and meet a few new people because it may make you, it could validate that, yes, the person I am desiring, I still want them because of X, Y, and Z. Or the opposite, you may come to realize, oh, I thought I really liked that person, but as it turns out, they never really treated me the way this person treats me. And like, I do deserve better love than this. Yeah, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Libra, that is for you. You are the Empress. Do you believe it? You need to start getting in that mindset. And then on your person side, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, universe is trying to get you to see other people. Visually see other people. Visually see what is really before you, not glossing over the red flags, not glossing over things or over-romanticizing things. Wearing rose-tinted glasses, right? That rose over the big house that you're dreaming of. There's nothing wrong with that, but make sure you're doing it with the right person. Can you go out and buy a house on your own and adopt a kid and do it all on your own? Absolutely. If that's what you want to do, again, that's your wishes. That's your dreams. Yeah, aligning with whatever you want, not somebody else. You, individually, what you want. If you're meant to be with someone who shares that similar dream, you will find them organically. You don't need to worry about trying to force something because you're losing hope. What is this Sun card about? Some of you really want to have children, but you're worried that you need a partner to do so. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to wait for that person. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. Whatever this growth and renewal and joy and sunshine is that you want in your life, happiness, it starts with you. It's being clarified by Ace of Water. So you have 3 Ace of Cups. That also indicates to me there's potentially 3 people on this board, one of them obviously being you. But all these Aces of Cups, these could be new options coming into you, right? As long as everybody's cup is full on their own, then yes, that's a good pairing. Universe does want to usher that in and at minimum form a good friendship and see where it can grow throughout the years. That's sort of what I mean. You may have 2 options coming into you, Libra, and it's up to you to determine, is this the one? Is this everything I've ever dreamed of? That's something that you're probably going to need to take some time to figure out. Maybe you'll know instantly, right? Maybe, if you love at first sight, if you believe in that, maybe you will know. But it's also okay to kind of feel it out and see where things go. To not put all the pressure on it to be, everything under the sun and the moon and the stars and your dreams and love. Give it time. Let it progress organically. Again, keeping in mind what you really want. Your final advice is the Devil and the Lovers. I love it. So these are very similar, right? The Lovers are depicted in the Devil card. It's getting yourself out of codependency where you're shackled to someone for the wrong reasons. Again, living in a dark headspace, a tower, something that is destined to fail because you're not coming at it from a higher vibration. I think you guys have already been freed from the Devil. Now it's like you're out on your own and you're kind of being asked to be the trailblazer, to go off and do it on your own, to be independent, to be confident in your choices and your decisions. And again, not settle for low-hanging fruit. It's almost like what you hold in high regard, let that be what's leading you. Don't get stopped up on like the minimalist offers that are sort of being like thrown at you. Because yeah, if they're not in alignment with your dreams and your goals and your wishes, like pass them on by. There's other things up around the bend, up the road ahead. This to me is saying, yeah, you're going to meet somebody organically. It's not something you're going to have to force and fit and struggle with, like trying to force puzzle pieces together. Aligning with your self-worth and your confidence, that's going to bring in the lover of your dreams. So then there's going to be a judgment made about someone you've been waiting on and whether or not they are truly capable of reciprocity, of giving to you what it is that you truly deserve. Yeah, it's like both of you are kind of stuck in the waiting game, particularly in Pisces season. This is a card of Pisces. It's Neptune energy. With the 4 she makes with her kind of upside down feet or legs there, it does indicate the comfort zone. It's easy to stay waiting, but it's almost like asking yourself, are you really putting your life on pause for this person? Or are you gathering your thoughts in order to move on? From the 4, we go to the 5. So it's almost like getting out of the comfort zone might scare you because 5s are all about change and chaos and kind of battling the next storm to get to the next level, so to say. But then you reach the 6s, and the 6s are all nice and even and balanced and about reciprocity and accomplishments, victory, right? The 6 of Wands, that's what that is. Pride, glory, right? Some of you are going to have some sort of wake-up call that you've been living your life for someone else, or you've been living your life in waiting for that romantic offer to come in. And it's sort of like being your own hero. Rather than waiting for someone to come and fill your cup, you're going to go out and fill it yourself. And that is very empowered, Libra. I love that energy. I do think that a lot of you, again, I can already sense that a lot of my Libras don't want to hear this. The person that you're waiting for, I think eventually you guys will connect again, at least conversational wise. But I think you're going to come to find, it's funny, I said the same thing to Cancer. You're going to have a change of heart, or you're going to change your mind in some capacity. And I think it's because as you grow and develop, you are no longer just accepting anything that's thrown at you. You have higher standards now. And so I think you're going to meet someone that blows you out of the water or treats you in a way that you've never been treated. And you're like, oh, that's the type of love I should have been looking for this whole time. I was settling. I think you're going to come to find out that person of the past, they may have done some significant growing and changing too. But yeah, I would keep the door open to other avenues, because something is going to surprise you in a very positive way. Don't lose hope. There's a lot of people out there. In Pisces season, right? Plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, I love this. Oh, I love the symbolism of this reading. That house that you're dreaming of, this is all in metaphor, right? Whatever your goals and dreams in love are, that's fine. But to use the kind of cliche but traditional version of, I want to get a husband, and I want to get a house, and we want to get a dog, and we want to have kids, and the white picket fence, and successful careers. You're going to get that, but it's going to look different than you imagined. That mansion in Beverly Hills that you always dreamed of owning, you may end up getting like a little, cottage in the countryside in England, and it's going to be just as much, if not even more fulfilling than you had originally imagined. There is a little bit here about checking the ego to think that you know exactly what the universe has in store for you, thinking that you know exactly what you want and need in love. It's like this came in to sort of humble you, to make you realize that universe is very powerful. God, spirit, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, they're looking out for your best interest. So you best believe that when something is taken from you and you're looking at it like, woe is me, how could this ever happen? It's time for you to start seeing it as like a divine blessing. That thing that didn't work out, it's because universe wanted you to discover something even better that maybe at the time, because you were all wrapped up in devil energy, you couldn't see it. You weren't thinking clearly, right? And you don't need to be offended by that, but it's saying have faith that the universe does know what's best for you. So if they're nudging you in a direction, rather than fighting it tooth and nail, embrace it. Be like, okay, this is my path. I don't know all the answers. I feel like I'm headed into the dark, but I got my lantern. I got my internal light guiding me, so I'll figure it out somehow. That is a very good mentality on how to approach love. You might just stumble into it when you're not even expecting it. Whatever it is you're desiring and you're wishing for, your house, the perfect life, you're on your way to it, but yet you hit a little bit of a road bump because you needed to course correct. There might be a Scorpio coming into your life, or a Gemini. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, so with Judgment coming out for some of you, it might be someone from the past. I will say this to you as well, though. It might be a different person from the past that you're not thinking of. Yeah. Nothing is set in stone here, right? I mean, I'm one tarot reader. Check out several. See what connects with your energy the most. But yeah, it could be someone from the past that hasn't even come up in this spread yet. They're like, oh, that person? And they might be reaching out to you in Aries season, which is all about action and movement forward. It could be an Aries. And that is your divine counterpart. All right, so what zodiac signs want to come out? Aquarius. Aquarius twice. All right, so maybe two Aquarians. Sagittarius and Leo. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates for you, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye. What's up, teacups? I have a small little announcement to make, an exciting one. I am going to be participating in a tarot expo. It is going to be March 21st and March 22nd in Burbank, California, so the Los Angeles area. If you live in LA or are going to be in LA at that time, please swing by. It's going to be a fun little expo with multiple tarot readers. For those who follow YouTube and are familiar with different tarot channels, Ramblin Mike, the granddaddy of tarot as they call him, he is hosting it. He is putting all this together. His people are kind of working working behind the scenes to get everybody all together in one room. It's going to be lots of fun. Multiple readers, including one of my favorite readers, is going to be there. Molly from Behind the Limb. Shout out to her. Can't wait to meet her in person. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be there, the Intuitive Teacup. So if you have any interest and are going to be in the area, please stop by. There's going to be all the description down below somewhere here. I'll give you all the information there. But yeah, please stop by. We can read your cards. We'll see what the universe has in store for you. And it should be a really good time. Hope to see you there. Bye.